Ooh, yeah, baby. What's going on, guys? I'm your host, Joe, from Clash Attacks with Joe, and Week 7 Pick'ems. It's finally here. Tonight is battle day within the Champions War League Lite, and I'll be streaming a couple of those wars on twitch.tv/Clash Attacks with Joe. Go down in the description and Pick'ems. Let's do it. Get your Pick'ems in for a $25 gift card if you get all 16 teams right. We're on the timer today, and we got to power through this, guys. So we're going to be going through, starting out with Above and Beyond versus Kinnick Society. Woo! Oh, man. So Above and Beyond, is 6-0, and they are powerhousing everybody currently. Interested to see if they're going to continue to do that throughout the rest of the season. We're getting to that point where things are starting to shape up. Kinnick Society came off a loss last week versus Time Vortex, down by 2 stars. Very tough defensive win or defensive loss there. So I'm going to have to go with Above and Beyond due to the consistency there. Nagaland Elite versus Soki Secundum. Oh, man. So Nagaland Elite's been struggling up top. Having a hard time getting those 2 stars on the top Town Hall 11 bases. While Soki Secundum also fell last week, but they had a really tight war. Statistically, they powerhouse Nagaland Elite. So I'm going to have to go with Soki Secundum pulling out Week 7. Sorry, guys. Want you guys, good luck in getting up top and getting those stars. Fat Cats versus Michigan Rose. So both of these clans are coming off of a loss last week. Statistically, Fat Cats is stronger defensively than Michigan Rose. So Michigan Rose has been giving up about 70.5 on the defenses, while Fat Cats only has like 60.5 stars given up, 68.5 stars given up there. So defensively, Fat Cats is looking a little bit stronger. I'm going to have to go with them this week. Sorry, Michigan Rose. You guys are going to do great. I'm sure you'll do well there. So Archer Outlaws versus USA Adults. USA Adults is still searching for that first win of the season, while Archer Outlaws is coming off of a win, a very big win last week versus Crazy Monkey. Certainly going to have to go with Archer Outlaws this week. Possibly. There could be a possibility that USA Adults upsets them, but due to the stats and due to the consistency, I know that Archer Outlaws is looking to get back in charge of the winning bracket as they move through the next couple of weeks. Alphas versus War Addicts. So War Addicts fell to JTJ. Had some issues up top on the top of the war map versus JTJ, while they come into Week 7 against a very strong opponent in the Alphas. I mean, the Alphas 5-1. They're on fire right now, and they're very consistent. They're very strong in their attacking, putting up about, every other week they're putting up a Town Hall 10 versus 10 triple. I think almost every week, actually. Excuse me for that. But anyways, very consistent there, so going with the Alphas. Heavy Hitters 2 versus YOLO Mode. So Heavy Hitters 2 is down 4 wars right now. They're down 4 wars. They're very hungry for a win, I'm sure. YOLO Mode did fall last week to, I think it was Pinoy Violator MP. Anyways, so YOLO Mode, they're averaging more stars. They're averaging more percentage a week than Heavy Hitters 2. I'm going to have to go with YOLO Mode this week. They're just putting up better stats. Whether they're winning or losing, they're still doing a little bit better than Heavy Hitters 2. So good luck there. Coastal Clash versus Gehazi Bomber. This is going to be a really hard one to call because Coastal Clash has been quite consistent in the last couple weeks. They're putting up wins. They're up by 2. Gehazi Bomber put up a win last week as well, so they're very strong. But statistically, Gehazi Bomber is looking a little bit stronger than Coastal Clash, so that's kind of swayed my decision in going with Gehazi Bomber. I know I lost last week by picking against Coastal Clash. However, I'm going to have to go with Gehazi Bomber due to the stats. Arvaska versus OSF, and the OSF did get a win, and they did bring in a new logo. But unfortunately, both are coming off a win, so that's a good thing right there. But Arvaska's got better stats, more stars per week or on average, and a higher percentage than the OSF. Unfortunately, the OSF's had a little bit of a hard time getting started this season. They did win last week versus LexCorp, and they did push past and get that first win, got that new logo looking good, but I have to go with Arvaska, guys. Cold Step versus Meet the Kings. Cold Step did come off a win. Meet the Kings beat Michigan Rose last week, so both clans are coming in on wins here, but Meet the Kings is incredibly strong right now. I mean, they're right up there in the same bracket as Alphas right now. Very consistent week in, week out, putting up high amounts of stars, putting up, the percentage required to win. So I'm going to have to go with Meet the Kings on this one. Those guys are looking really good. right now as in a really tough division down there. So Crazy Monkey versus LP4 Hades. So LP4 Hades did come off a win last week, while Crazy Monkey did fall to a very tough opponent in Archer Outlaws. But according to the stats for the upcoming stats, the Crazy Monkeys are incredibly strong. I mean, they're putting up a 95%, 95.68% destruction average. So they're a tough clan, and they're doing really well. They're just falling to stars. So I'm gonna have to go with Crazy Monkey this week. They're gonna pull it out. Anduvor versus Time Vortex. Can Anduvor get a break here? I mean, they're seeking their first win of the season, and they're facing yet again another undefeated team in Time Vortex. Time Vortex is undefeated, minus that one blemish down there with the the tie that they suffered back in week 3. It is what it is at this point. They should be number 2 in the league right now, but War Match has got a little messed up right now. So I'm going with Time Vortex. Hopefully Anduvor gets something going in this one. Violent Wizards versus Gabales. So both of these clans right here are very strong. I mean, they're doing really well right now. But Gabales is looking really good. I mean, they put on a show last week. Very strong war versus, I think it was Secundum that they faced last week, if I remember correctly. I'm looking at my stats here. They are 4-2 in a very tough division in the Hage division. I'm pretty confident to go with Gabales on this one, but who knows? I've been proven wrong there in the past. So House of L versus Redline. I will be streaming this one as well as Fat Cats, as well as hopefully bouncing around some of these wars. Redline, unfortunately, is looking a lot stronger, even though they did come off a loss last week. Yeah, they came off a loss last week. They're 4-2 right now. House of L is down by 2 wars currently. Just having a hard time getting started up top there. Having a few dip fails, if I remember correctly, guys. If I remember correctly, going off memory here. But I'm going to have to go with Redline here on pulling this one out. LP3 Chiron versus LexCorp. So again, LexCorp is searching for their first win, while LP3 Chiron kind of fell last week. They've dusted themselves back off, I'm sure, and they're going to be coming back into this one pretty hot. Looking to shake off that loss from last week. LexCorp is putting up pretty consistent stars every single week. They've fallen 2 weeks in a row to percentage. I'm going to have to go with LP3 Chiron here. I think that they're not going to take it lightly, losing last week. And again, in a very tough division, so they got to match up and win there. So 1001 Crew versus JTJ. Oh, man, really tough call here. JTJ did win. They beat, goodness gracious, who did they I'm brain dumping right now who they beat last week. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, War Addicts. So they did beat War Addicts. I'm going to have to go with JTJ here. They've been very consistent. They are 5-1 down in that southernmost division, and they're going to pull out this week. Assassin's Score and Pinoy Violator MP. We're going to finish it up here with these guys. Assassin's Score also 5-1, very strong. Pinoy was very sloppy last week. They said that themselves. Their leader told me that when asked me to come record. Sloppy, but a win's a win was his own words. So I'm going to have to go with Assassin's Score. They're just they're incredibly strong right now, very consistent, and looking really, really good. So make sure that you guys go down in the description below, click the link, log in with your Gmail account, and make sure that you fill out the pick'ems. I am currently out of time. You will win a gift card if you pick all 16 teams correct. And let's get hyped up. I hope to see you guys on Twitch tonight. Drop some comments below, and thanks for watching, guys.